Good morning, dear student. Today we are going to discuss the play by Girish Karnad. The title of the play is Crossing to Talikota, and this play is prescribed for TYBA syllabus. The title of the paper is Indian Writing in English. In this video, I would like to give a detailed summary and other important information about this play. Uh, Before going to begin any discussion, I would like to tell you something about the title of the play. The title of the play is Crossing to Talikota. This is, of course, English translation of Girish Karnad's Kannada play. The original title was Rakshas Tangdi, and Girish Karnad has himself said that he had changed this title for English translation as Crossing to Talikota because it was difficult to pronounce Rakshas Tangdi for other people. So that he has thought that it is useless to have the title that cannot be pronounced, or the people will find difficulty while pronouncing this title. So that he has translated this into Crossing to Talikota. That is about the title of the play. So this is Girish Karnad's final play. It means that this is the last play Girish Karnad has written, and this play also has very significant impact on Indian theatre and our dramatic literature. So, what is the historical canvas? What is the historical background for this play? This play basically deals with the empire, the fall of the empire, Vijayanagar Empire, and the event took place in 1565. So, how the Vijayanagar Empire, that was the biggest empire, was collapsed in a half day. So, this play tells us about the fall of Vijayanagar Empire. It was in 16th century. It was the biggest empire, and till the last day, the king, the ruler of this empire, Ram Rai, has never lost a battle. It was only for the first time he lost the battle, and it was the end of that era and end of Vijayanagar Empire. So when did this battle take place? This battle took place on 23 January 1565. Okay, so with whom this battle was fought? This battle was fought between the Vijayanagar Empire and the Deccan Sultans. There were four sultans, and they all come together, and they have fought against this man Ram Raya. So who is the central figure of this play? So the central figure of this play is Ram Rai, Aliya Ram Rai. This Aliya means son-in-law. Actually, he was this Ram Rai was son-in-law of Krishna Dev Rai, who was the king of Vijayanagar earlier. So that's why it is called he is called Aliya Ram Raya. So what is the basic theme of this play? The basic theme of this play is ambition and ego. So whose ambition we here talk about? The ambition of the king, not the king actually, the ruler, the central figure of this play, Aliya Ram Rai. He was a greedy person. Okay, he had a lot of ambitions, and but he was living life, very luxurious life, and he was a very brave fighter, but he had no plans. Then the second important theme is caste and inferiority. So Aliya Ram Rai, though he had all the qualities, though he was a very good fighter and had abilities to do anything, he was not king. He was just a ruler, and he was just the central figure. But the king is someone else. So Sadashiv Rai is the king, and Ram Rai, because of his caste, he is married to Satyabhama, who was the daughter of Krishna Dev Rai, and because of his caste, Ram Rai is not given the status of king. So this has always been happening to him, and this was always troubling him. because of his caste, he couldn't become the king. Okay, so though we frequently talk about the betrayal of Ram Rai by uh, Gilani brothers, but actually in this play it's not that much mentioned. So politics plays an important role in this play over religion. Just a minute, I would like to go to characters. So before going to discuss the summary of this play, I would like to give a detailed analysis or detailed information about the characters. What are the important characters? Because if we know the important characters of the play, then we can understand the play better. So that's why the central and the first important character is Alia Ramraya. Who is Alia Ramraya? Why he is called Alia? I have already told at the beginning of this video. Alia means son-in-law, and Ram Rai. This is a central character. He is a brilliant ruler of Vijayanagar Empire, and he had best political strategies. Yeah, and he has been considered as an architect of Vijayanagar Empire. But he has some flaws like ego. He was a very egoistic person, and caste pride, uh, his hubris. This is all about Aliya Ramrai. This is a central character. He is the ruler of Vijayanagar Empire. So the next important character of this play is Satyabhama. So who is Satyabhama? Satyabhama is Ramraj's wife. She is devoted wife, and she is an emotional woman. Okay, she has moral clarity, and she has strength, and she is a good decision maker as well. Okay, so the next is Tirumal. Tirumal Rai, he is a Ramraj's younger brother. He is a lieutenant, and of course he is also a very good fighter, and he has also something to say, but Ram Rai doesn't listen him when this tragedy took place. The next character is Venkat Dri. This Venkat Dri is his brother. He is also a very good fighter, and he is also in that battle. So there are many other characters in this play. If we go ahead, we will come to know that there is reference to the Deccan Alliance. Okay, so who were these people who fought against Ram Rai in that battle of Talikota, and what happened to them, isn't it? So the first character of Deccan Alliance is Sultan Adil Shah. Okay, he is the Sultan of Bijapur, and he is also architect. He has some plans, and he has been considered as a son of Ram Rai. As at the beginning of the play, if we see, he comes to Aliya Ram Rai, and he asks him that he wants to be his son, isn't it? Because Adil Shah's father is already dead. But there is one point, this Adil Shah was also humiliated by Ram Rai once, and he didn't forget it. This is Adil Shah's. And then Nizam Shah. This is also a very central character of this play. So Sultan of Ahmednagar. Okay, Adil Shah is the Sultan of Bijapur, and Nizam Shah, Hussain Nizam Shah, is the Sultan of Ahmednagar. So he is a fierce and proud ruler. He also joins coalition, and he is the man behind the fall of Vijayanagar Empire. This is the man who brought all these people together to fight against Aliya Ram Rai. So then we have Ibrahim Qutub Shah. Okay, so he is the Sultan of Golconda, and he also comes into alliance. He also fights against these people. Then the next important character of this play is Ali Bahid Shah. He is the Sultan of Bidar, and he has also taken part in that coalition, and he also plays very important and significant role in this play. So who is this? There are other important characters that are the soldiers, the unnamed warriors, scouts. There are various other soldiers who have also played important role in this play. So these are the important characters of this play. Okay. So what is the plot line? In short, I would like to talk about the plot line of this play in few minutes. So what happens when we begin to read a play, we see that there are two civilians at the beginning of the play. In the opening scene, we see two civilians. They are searching something. They are searching some important things, and suddenly they are captured by these soldiers. And the soldiers capture them, and the soldiers ask them that who you are and what are you doing here. So these civilians tell them that we are civilians, isn't it? We haven't harmed anyone, but for a long time we have got nothing to eat. We don't have anything, so that we are wandering like this. But these soldiers, those soldiers were of sultans, and they had doubt in their mind. They asked the civilian that you should take us where you lead, isn't it? And what happens now? These two civilians take these two soldiers in the caves, and there they kill them. The civilians kill them. Okay, so this is the opening of the play, and if we look at this second part of the play, you will understand that what happens. This Tirumal and Venkadri, these are the younger brothers of Aliya Ramraya. They have come to the gates of Vijayanagar Empire, and they are asking the gatekeeper. They are asking the guards to open the gate. But but this man who is appointed at the gate, he is not ready to open the gate because he has orders, so that he has to follow the orders. So he tells them that I cannot open the gate because our king Sadashiv Rai is sleeping. So what happens now? They have come from the battle. Of course, at this part, the battle is already started, and Vijayanagar's empire is about to lose the battle. So these people have come back. Sadashiv Rai is sleeping, and these both come. The gatekeeper opens the gate. They both entered with the army, and they directly go to Satyabhama. They tell her that, see, we have been fighting the war against the sultans, but what happening actually? We are about to lose the war because Aliya Ramraya has been killed, isn't it? He has been killed, and so we have lost all hopes. So we have decided to run away from the war, and we have come here. So here, Satyabhama tells these two men that you were not supposed to come back. You were supposed to fight against the sultans. You have run away. It was not essential. You were soldiers. But they thought that it was important to come back home because they had to take care of these women. So Satyabhama had kept old jaggery, that was the kind of poison. She says that I will go nowhere. I will stay here. If you people all want to go, you go. And suddenly the mother of Aliya Ramraya comes, and she says that what happened? He has never lost the war, and how this is possible that my son has lost the war? So here she is also not ready to leave the place. She dies, and Satyabhama also dies because of that jaggery. She eats that jaggery, and Tirumal and Venkadri and all other people, all other soldiers and all other people, they all leave that place and move to another place. So what happens, that here, this is the second part of the play as we read the play. So why does it happen? Then the next scene. In the next scene, what happens? We see Aliya Ramraya, and in the court of Aliya Ramraya, we again see the character of Adil Shah. Adil Shah comes to meet this man, Aliya Ramraya, and he tells him that, see, my father, Adil Shah's father, has troubled or has insulted Ram Raya a lot, but actually he's dead. So I don't think that we should continue with that enmity. We should not be enemy now, no longer, because his father was a cruel, and now we can begin a new beginning. So Adil Shah tells Ram Raya that his father is dead, and now if if Aliya Ram Rai considers him as his son, so it will be helpful and it will be a good idea. So that's why he tells him that you should consider me as a son. So, and very happily, this man Aliya Ram Rai considers him as a son. For there is a word that Parjande, that's the Urdu word. It is for son-in-law. So he considers him son, not son-in-law, sorry. He considers him son. So, and this man, Aliya Ram Rai, is very brilliant. He has identified why Adil Shah has come back. Okay, why he has come to meet him. So he asked this man, Adil Shah, that why have you come here? Adil Shah tells nothing, but he understands. Who understands? Aliya Ram Rai. Aliya Ram Rai understands that I know you have come here to take the Sultanate of Kalyan. You want Kalyan, isn't it? You want the empire of Kalyan. And I have taken that empire from you, your father, and he has given it. I have given it to Nizam Shah. So it is my right, and I will ask Nizam Shah. I will ask him to hand over that kingdom to this Adil Shah. Okay, so this is the biggest mistake of the play. This is the first point, isn't it? So what happens, that Aliya Ram Rai considers Adil Shah as his son, and he has promises the Sultanate of Kalyan to Adil Shah, and Adil Shah becomes happy. He goes home. So here, in the next part, we see that Nizam Shah comes to meet this man, Ram Rai. So why does he come to meet? Because he knows that he cannot fight against Ram Rai, because he is very powerful. He has a lot soldiers. Means he is powerful. Vijayanagar Empire is powerful. No one sultan can fight against him. So that he comes to meet him, and he brings one man with him. Who brings one man with whom? This man, Nizam Shah, has brought one man with him. The name of that man is Jahangir Khan. And this Jahangir Khan has been the soldier of Qutub Shah. And this man, Jahangir Khan, is given as a help to Nizam Shah by Qutub Shah. So Ram Rai has certain things in his mind, and he orders to behead Jahangir Khan. Here Nizam Shah is not ready with this. Nizam Shah tells the emperor of Vijayanagar, Ram Rai, that whatever you want to get, whatever you want from me, I will give it to you. But you should not kill this man. You should not kill Jahangir Khan. But Ram Rai is egoistic, and he does not listen Nizam Shah, and he orders to kill Jahangir. So what happens, that this is a crucial point, and because of this point, the next thing happened, and it causes into the fall of Vijayanagar Empire. So Nizam Shah goes home, and he decides to take revenge of this insult, because he has to answer Qutub Shah, because this man has killed Jahangir Khan, isn't it? Aliya Ram Rai has ordered to behead Jahangir Khan. So Nizam Shah becomes unhappy. He becomes sad and he decides that I have to take revenge of this. And from this point, the play goes into the climax position. Okay. So what happens now? Nizam Shah goes home and he is with his queen. He is unable to sleep because he decides to do something against Ram Rai. He decided that I have to do something because I have been insulted. His wife comes to him and gives him an idea. At the beginning, he is not ready to listen her, but she asks him that if you want to defeat Ram Rai, you have to bring all sultans together. You all can come together, and only then you can defeat Sultan. So here Nizam Shah is confused about this, and he tells that we all are fighters, no doubt, but we have never come together, isn't it? And it's not possible that we all will come together. So how is this possible? So she gives him an idea. What is this idea? She asks him that we have two daughters, we have four daughters. So we should give one daughter to Adil Shah and another to Qutub Shah. We should arrange marriages of our daughters with the sultans. So he has got this idea and he decides to do as per the suggestions of his wife. So she gives this idea and Nizam Shah implements the idea. The marriage is arranged. What happens here? This man Adil Shah, though he calls himself the son of Ram Rai, he does not invite Ram Rai. Ram Rai comes to know about this marriage, and he sends message to Adil Shah that you should not get married to the daughter of Nizam Shah. But Adil Shah has his own decisions, and he decides that no, this is my personal matter and I will get married. It's my personal matter. So he gets married, and from that point, these all sultans come together. They all come together and they decide to fight against Alia Ram Rai. So what happens now? They all have gathered in one place, and there is one very nice scene. They are eating mangoes, and while eating mangoes they say that this is very good variety of mangoes. Can anybody tell so of what origin these mangoes are? Adil Shah has given clever answer. No matter from where they come, but they are genuine and they are good. So they have together, that's why they are sweet. So we all should come together and fight. Okay. So in that discussion it has been decided that Adil Shah has told them that I will not fight in the war. If you are going to harm Vijayanagar, I am not with you. So if you are going to do any harm to Vijayanagar Empire, I am not going to be with you, because I have been considered as the son by Alia Ram Rai. So they say it's okay, and everything takes place. So here the message is given to Ram Rai, Alia Ram Rai, that there is going to be war, and this is the biggest war. So Satyabhama comes to him and tells him that okay, though this is a war, but one thing you should not do, you should not go himself into the war. So you should send your brave fighters, your brothers, they all will manage this, but you should not go to the war. Ram Rai does not listen to her. He says that no, I will myself go to war, because I have to fight for my own people. My own people are fighting, I have to go to the war. So he goes to the war. So these sultans all have plans. Ram Rai does not have any good plan. So these all sultans attack Ram Rai except Adil Shah. Adil Shah has told them that Adil Shah has sent message, but this is a fake message. He has sent message by telling that I will not fight against Ram Rai. So Ram Rai considers this as a true, and he sees that there is no threat from Adil Shah. So he does not consider him, because Adil Shah is in the front line. So what happens now? The battle is going on, but this Turks, means the sultans, they have good horses, and on the other hand, Ramrai has elephants. Ramrai also has horses, but he's powerful by elephants. He has good elephants. So at the very beginning of the war, sultans started fighting it bravely, and they almost finished almost half of the war at the beginning. Most of their soldiers have been killed. Most of the soldiers of Vijayanagar have been killed, but they are fighting. But unfortunately, one incident took place. The arrow came and crossed the eye of Venkatri. That Venkatri is Ramraj brother, and he comes back into the tent, fighting tent. Ramrai comes to know this, that we are losing the war almost. So there is one his counselor. Ramrai is talking to him. He tells them that, see, now I have to go. I have myself to go to the war because my people need me. So he orders to bring all golds and all precious things and throw those things among the soldiers and ask them that you should fight for this, you should fight for the empire. So everything is going well. Ramrai fought very bravely at the beginning, but suddenly in the middle we see that what happens. Ramrai is seen falling from the elephant. He's falling. He falls from the elephant, and there is one person around him, and he calls that, don't do any harm to this, don't do any harm to this, because this is king, this is our ruler, not king actually, he is our ruler, this is Ramrai. And one soldier who is sent in disguise to fight with this man. So what happens, that this man sees this and he listens that this is Ramrai, and this soldier is of sultans. He takes Ramrai with him, and he takes Ramrai into the camp of Nizam Shah. So when he brings Ramrai in front of Nizam Shah, and the soldier tells him that, see Sada, you will not believe. Even if you see by your own eyes, you won't believe what we have brought. We have brought a very precious gift. So Nizam Shah comes outside and say that we are fighting war, but we are almost on the way of losing war. So why are you shouting? And when he sees Ramrai in front of him, he almost gets mad. He becomes happy that because catching Ramrai is the defeat of Vijayanagar Empire. So he sees that Ramrai has something in mind. He tells that please invite or please ask Adil Shah to come and meet me because he is my son. And he also asks Nizam Shah that they should inform Adil Shah, and he reminds him that once when Nizam Shah lost the war, he was captive of Ramrai, and with full honor, Adil Shah this Nizam Shah was sent home with full honor. Nizam Shah, he expects the same kind of generosity, but he does not know that he was with Nizam Shah. So Adil Shah comes, and Adil Shah asks Nizam Shah, okay, now we have won the war, so enmity is over. What we should do, we should send this man, we should send Ramrai home with dignity. But Nizam Shah does not listen him, and he beheads the king, he beheads the ruler, he beheads Ramraya. That is almost the end of the play, because Ramraya is killed, and again we come to the opening of the play. So this is the way, this is how the Vijayanagar Empire was doomed to death because of all these things. Okay, because of all these things. Why does it happen? Because there are 2 or 3 important things we should talk about. One is Aliya Ramrai. He was egoist person. He was ordered, not actually ordered. He was advised by his wife that you should not go to the war. You should not fight against the Sultan. At the beginning of the play, when we see, he considers Adil Shah as his son, At that time also Venkatri and his brother Tirumal also were not okay with this plan, but he does not listen anyone. He has his plans and he has been playing with the sultans. Once he was fighting for one, and the next time he would fight for another sultan. And the sultans have come to know that this ruler is playing with us. If Alia Ramrai will continue like this, we will never be able to survive, isn't it? So they all come together, and the brilliant plan was suggested by Nizam Shah's wife, and it the plan worked well, and the Vijayanagar Empire was brutally sacked and destroyed in a half of the day because of these things, because of the miscalculations, because of ego, and because Alia Ramrai has no B plans. He was fighting, but he has no B plans. So, what are the major themes of this play? So, the first major theme of the play is power and its corruption. As we know that Ramrai has power, he is the most powerful ruler of the Vijayanagar Empire, and all other rulers around him were afraid of him, isn't it? Nobody would fight against him, nobody would even dare to fight against him. But actually, because of the power, because of his own tragic flaw, because of his ego, the Vijayanagar Empire was destroyed. So, then political machinization and religion. Religion has played important role there also. Then caste and identity. History as a mirror. It indicates us the power struggle. It tells us about the politics. Then caste and identity. This is also important issue because Alia Ramrai has been he has been from inferior class, and so that has been always in his mind. Though he has capabilities, though he has qualities, though he is good fighter, but he is never considered as a king. He is never given the status of the king. Then the classical tragic act. This is, I have already talked about it. Fatal flaw, isn't it? That fatal flaw that this man does not listen to anyone, and that causes the tragedy of Vijayanagar Empire. So memory and mourning. This again tells us about the history that Girish Karnad has tried to put before us. Okay, so this is of course a political play, and it tells us that how power corrupts, and how the demon of caste functions, how ego, if somebody has no control over ego, can bring disaster, can bring collapse. So, so this is all about this play. Thank you so much.